Well, this is a new video, new style, because it's been a while. Got a new vehicle. I'm gonna show you how to change a wheel bearing on a 02 Chevy S10 four-wheel drive. So I was driving and was hearing a terrible noise, thinking my axle popped out of my diff. I'm like, it's done it plenty of times. It's getting aggravating. But I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, that is fucking shot right there. So I have to make it to school tomorrow, so I need to get this done because this is not good. Do y'all think it's getting better? I think it's getting better. First, you're gonna have to take the wheel off, and once you do that, oh, that's way zoomed in, my bad. You gotta do the upper ball joint. This is a rough country lift kit, so it's gonna look a little bit different. But overall the same. Upper ball joint nut, which for me is a 19, and the tie rod in, so that allows you to pull this back, be able to turn it freely. And the main reason why we want that is so when we undo this axle nut, we're able to get the axle out of the wheel bearing. And I'm gonna do all that, but I'm just gonna go step by step. Should probably honestly start with the brake caliper. So undo this top bolt, which is an 18, and this bottom bolt right here, which is also an 18, to get this caliper off. Now that I removed the rotor and the caliper together, because I really don't want to deal with all that, you're gonna have to bleed it if you do it that way. Or you can disconnect the caliper from the bracket and have the brake line still on and like zip tie it somewhere, which is what I could have done. But I wanted to get this completely out of my way altogether, because that is all just rusty and terrible. But good news, I was wrong. I don't think you have to pull this axle out or undo your upper ball joint, because these bolts have plenty good access. You just need good tools. And hammer this off and make sure it lines up with the splines and be perfectly ready to go. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if y'all can see this play here. It's not supposed to do that. Look how pretty that thing sits. Anyway, you gotta get those 3 bolts out around the outer bearing. So yeah, it's really tight fit, but you don't gotta pull this axle out or the upper ball, so you can leave it all together. My bad. You don't have to take this caliper off, like I said earlier, but I did it because it's more convenient, and I have a friend that can help me bleed the brakes. All right, so you got to get these 3 bolts out that are 18 millimeter. I had to use a ratcheting wrench to get it around this axle. You can't really use it deep because it'll hit the axle, or short. The ratchet will still tap the axle. Like, you can't get it on there good enough, and those bolts are tight as a motherfucker. So now next, for the convenience of me, since I work at a shop, I'm gonna hit the edges here with an air hammer. What y'all are gonna have to do is hammer this end all evenly so it comes out and it doesn't fall apart in there. So it's all gonna fall out after you get that ready. There's a seal here. I don't know what's up with that yet. Hopefully no one comes with one. See, this ABS sensor here or the wheel speed sensor here, I don't know, either one, I don't really care, is still on here, and I had to zip tie it to this brake line, which y'all's probably doesn't have, but all of ours has that, and you can't really get that out of the way, so you're gonna have to use a wrench. And let me see what size it is. And that bolt is a 13 millimeter. Just gotta break that loose and get it out there. So you tighten all 3 of those bolts evenly, and once this is completely pressed in, you can't move it, of course, so those are all really, really freaking tight. Tighten the axle nut, axle pull itself in, and then I'm going to put the caliper motor on, put the brake line on, connect the ABS sensor, and it should be good to go.